Good afternoon, this is Jesse in Costa Rica. I have a little news here about the fog. I specifically mostly concentrated on the fog in the US, but it's in many places. I had a lot of questions about it. But one of the first things I did, I asked how many, there are particles in that fog, and of course over such huge areas, it has to be millions of tons of particles. Where did that come from? So first I asked, I won't ask all these questions on the pendulum, but first I asked how many millions of tons of those particles were there? And the answer was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. And if I think 99, no. 99 million tons, no. 98 million tons of toxic dust was put in that fog. Now, how did they do that? Where did it come from? Well, asking a little bit, the answer is it came through portals. It came from another dimension. That's basically, in other words, they didn't need drones to put it, airplanes to drop it. They didn't need to spew it out of chimneys. It came from other dimensions. Okay? So I thought, okay, who's behind this? And I contacted whoever is behind this, and I asked a person who has visions what she saw. And this was in Spanish, but this person who has visions, I have written down what she wrote. And I said, I'll just go ahead and translate it. I said, I'm trying to understand them. And she said, that's never happened to me. I don't want to touch that. So I told her, you don't have to touch it. Don't touch it. Just see it from far away. Or if you decide not to see it, that's okay. And she said, there is just one word. It's never happened to me. It's never happened to me. I don't want to touch it. That is, there's only one word. Evil. So I was contacted with evil. So I said, well, that's all. Let's leave that like that, okay? So we disconnected from that. So I, of course, had more questions, and I asked to communicate with them, the ones behind the fog. And this is kind of interesting. I communicated with them. I'll do that now. And their energy age then was 100, 500, 1,000. They're not reptilians who are 888s. 2,000, 2,323. Those are the angels. In this case, fallen angels. 2,324. No. 2,323 starts again. Those are the angels, the fallen angels. Are these the fallen angels? Yes. And I asked how many there were to not show you all the numbers. There were 108,721 of these fallen angels who are behind this dust. I asked how many portals there were it was coming through, and the answer was about 51,000 portals. And I sent to take away all of their negative energy, as I do. I came up with PACE, PACE. I take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. And the pendulum spun a total of 79 minutes. Okay? And I was in the middle of asking if I saved people. Did I save lives by doing this? Did I save people's lives by doing this? The answer is yes. And how many people were saved? It's not a huge number. I was just getting it when I had a phone call. How many people's lives were saved? 500, 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,000, 13,000, 13,100, 200, 13,200, 13,300. So 13,200 and something. I'm going to write that down. Okay, so that dust And I also sent to close those portals. Let's see how long it took to close the portals. A friend helped me probably finishing up this a little bit. I asked her to help, and so maybe I did not do 100%, but she says it's now showing 100% finished. How long did it take to close the portals? 5 minutes, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 minutes to close the portals. How many portals? There were 51,000 there. How many portals have I closed altogether since I started using the pendulum? Obviously, it's 51,000 and something. 51,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 51,700, 701, 702, and it's going to stop. 51,701 portals I have closed using my pendulum. And these are what my pendulum tells me. Is it true? I guess so. Strange hobby I have here. But anyway, according to this, I have saved 13,000 people. The important thing is this dust allows them to control people. It probably also has negative health effects, but by getting rid of the effect of the dust, I sent to neutralize the dust. How long did that take? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Stops at 25. So it took 24 minutes to neutralize the negative effects of this dust. So that's my story for today. The dust was an evil plan. As this person said, there's only one word: evil. But hopefully we have helped that so it's not going to have the effect that they hoped. And that's my story for today. I'll do this same thing in Spanish. Thank you.